Good evening. Welcome to the Game Week 16 deadline stream. Big thank you to Ivan for becoming a member, I see, before the stream had even started. There's probably quite a bit to talk about. I got to be honest, I feel quite stress-free about my team. I think it looks all right. It has looked all right all week. I did my early transfer. Haven't really been stung by that so far. Things could change. Maybe Ronaldo misses out for whatever reason. Maybe the game gets called off. Who knows in the times that we are in. But I'm feeling pretty good about my team, even with the Jota news. But for a lot of people, there's a lot of hits flying about this week. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. So obviously, we're going to jump right into it. FPL Audit Romano, member for 4 months. Thank you very much. Go and follow them on Twitter, FPL Audit. Yeah, Patreon, links in the description if you want to sign up. So the Jota news is we don't know if he's going to play or not, but he hasn't trained. The key thing is, will he train today? Klopp said if he trains today, there's a chance he'll be available, but if he doesn't train, he won't be available. So it's difficult to know. I am benching him. I don't know how happy I am about it. I don't know if I'm definitely going to bench him. But otherwise, it's not really a huge amount. I would try and keep Jota if you can. Yes, Firmino is back training. Yes, okay, if Firmino's on the bench tomorrow, then that's not ideal because Jota's minutes will possibly go down, like his expected minutes. But I think the chance that Jota plays against Newcastle, I'm probably going to keep him, to be honest. But he does now become more of an issue than he was, obviously, before this week. And yes, African Cup of Nations is coming up, but there's still quite a few game weeks until that happens. So it'll be interesting. I can get to a Man City midfielder, but I just don't want to make the decision this week. I might leave that for next week instead. So we shall see what happens. FPL The Next Level, becoming a member. Martin, becoming a member. Thank you very much. I don't think we've ever had so many members in a row. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Would I bring Jota in a wild card? That is a tough one. I don't know. I don't know if I would. I mean, do you want him long term now? We don't really know the situation with Firmino. I probably wouldn't, but I would set myself up so I could easily bring him in. I think that's what I would do. But yeah, I can show you my team now. So this is it. I think I can bench Jota. Like, part of me wants to play him and bench Saka instead. But what if he comes on for like a 1 point cameo? But the thing is, if he's in the starting lineup, that will kill me having him on the bench. So I'm not 100% sure what to do there. I just don't really want that 1 point cameo. I think I'm in the fortunate position where I've only made one transfer, Kane to Ronaldo, did it on Tuesday night. I've not had to take any hits, and I've got a pretty good team. Which is funny because I was getting all that grief, well, not really from a lot of people, but about my bench last week, and now my bench is coming in proper handy. So I'm going to put him first sub because I'm not completely sure he's going to miss out. But I don't think I'm going to play him. I don't know. It does feel like one of those situations where it either plays or just isn't in the squad. But it's hard to know for sure. We'll see. You're doing the match of the day challenge tomorrow. Very nice. Who's playing tomorrow? Hang on, let me see. Oh yeah, Ronaldo, Dalot, Salah, maybe Jota. Double Chelsea defense. Cancelo, Ramsdale, and Saka. Jesus Christ! In fact, have I got any? Oh yeah, I've got Antonio. Antonio is my only player on Sunday, I think. Is that right? So tonight, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday. Match of the day challenge could be good. I've got to watch the match tonight though. I've got Mbamo and King. That's like 4 goals in its own. Mayana, would you get Ronaldo for Antonio for -4 or wait? I'd probably wait, to be honest. Promvet, member for 4 months. Thank you very much. Should I take a -8 Jota to Bernardo or Reguilon to Dalot? I feel like the thing with Reguilon is he could miss next week as well. I mean, so could Jota, but the Spurs Leicester game could be called off. And also, you don't really know what state the players are going to come back in. I'd probably do the Reguilon move, I think. Sanchez for David De Gea -4. I have 2 free transfers -4 already. I would get a playing keeper for -4. Yeah, is the long and the short of it. Smith Rowe. So originally, I wasn't that confident on Smith Rowe because they put out a article on their website saying that he had like a groin issue. It sounded like he was a bit of a doubt. But then when Arteta was in the press conference, he basically said he's a little bit better. He's trained. He's hopefully he'll be available. So that sounded much better. I wouldn't be panicking too much if I had Smith Rowe. I took a free transfer. Bernardo -4, Kane to Ronaldo. Should I take a -8, Sanchez to Guaita? I mean, really, the goalkeeper situation should have been the first thing people did if they had no goalie play. I guess, to be fair, you didn't find out. It was definitely postponed to later in the week. I would take a hit to have a playing keeper, probably, yeah. And like I said on the video on Thursday, you don't necessarily have to take out Sanchez. You could take out your second keeper because Sanchez will have 2 double game weeks at some point. But again, we don't know when they're going to be. It could be like way into the future. We just don't know. And last year, if you remember, like it was very hard to predict when the double game weeks would happen. And sometimes they happened like no one had predicted when they were going to happen. So it's going to be crazy. This season is going to be crazy. You thought you were going to have an easy season, no postponements, none of the usual, apart from like the usual stuff. Well, you were wrong. This season is going to be just as bad as last year by the looks of it. What made me? I feel like I've answered why I went King over Dennis like a million times in the last 2 weeks. Like, and a million's not even an exaggeration. It might even be 1.5 million. The reason I went for King. Penalties. No chance of going to African Cup of Nations. Better underlying stats. That is it. That's the only reason. Job done. If you want to go Dennis, go Dennis. But that is why I went for King. That is why I went for the King. The King. But honestly, I've answered that question so many times. It's not like I'm not hiding my answer. It's always been the same. It's always been the same reason. Dennis might not go to African Cup of Nations. Watford might never get a penalty. And King's stats for the rest of the season might be worse than Dennis's. Possibly could happen, but you can only go on what you have. That is it. I took Foster, Smith Rowe, Jota, Sanchez, and Jesus flagged free hit. I wouldn't free hit. The problem there is Foster's still going to be an issue for you next week. Sanchez won't be, to be fair, I guess. Jesus could be an issue still. Jota could be an issue. Smith Rowe is probably okay for this week. I'd probably just take a couple of hits, to be honest. I think you've really got to be it. Like the problem with a free hit is you get your team back, so you've got to be sure you want it back, right? I bought Dennis last week chasing the cash but regretted it. King is a far better pick, plays 90s and has pens. Yeah, boom. There's a lot to like about Josh King, right? Plus we all remember that hat-trick when he missed the penalty years ago. Namaste. Hello, Loz. Well, isn't this a rubbish week? Yes. Questions. We need to -4 for a playing keeper. Is Ramsdale the guy? Do you know what? With goalkeepers, I find it quite tricky. I don't know who I prefer out of David De Gea and Ramsdale. I think Ranić came out and said De Gea is first choice. And Man United's fixtures are pretty good. I mean, Arsenal defence just hasn't been great, to be honest, at all. If you've got 5.1, I'd be tempted to go for David De Gea over Ramsdale. It is betting against... I don't know, goalkeepers are just those one things that I just can't get the illogical thinking out of my head that anytime you try and go ahead against a crowd with goalkeepers, it just never seems to work. If you could go for Edison would be great. But yeah, Ramsdale or David De Gea probably look pretty good. And yes, -4 for a playing keeper, I would do it. Play Rodrigo or Jota. I mean, Rodrigo's a doubt as well, isn't he? I don't know if Rodrigo... Was he not ruled completely out? I can't remember. It might have just been a doubt. Let me see. Yeah, no, Rodrigo's definitely out. And Jota definitely might be out. So I would play Jota over Rodrigo, to be honest. Martin, you retracted, but thank you very much. Rafinha to Mount or Sancho for a -4. I got to be honest, I feel like I've said this a million times for Rafinha. I probably wouldn't take him out for a hit, even against Chelsea. And then I would go for Mount if you're... Sancho if you're feeling like a bit of a punt, I think. And then Mount if you're not. Plus Mount's a bit cheaper, so you get to spread the money around a little bit. Navigate, I had 2 free transfers, got Bernardo for Rafinha, I have 0.1. Should I get Ronaldo, Bowen for Kane, Jota for a -4, or hold Jota and get Watkins, Bowen for Kane, Brownhill, as Man United versus Norwich is at risk? I don't know how much Man United and Norwich really is at risk. Dean Smith didn't really put any doubts in my mind about the game getting called off. Kane and Jota to Bowen and Ronaldo sounds pretty good, to be honest. I mean, it all depends how much you want Ronaldo, right? Only you can answer that. But that hit does sound pretty good. But I'd want a way to get Jota back when I needed to if you're going to sell him. Jota would not be a priority of mine to sell. That's all I would say. So have you got another way you could fund Ronaldo? Yeah, Rafinha. My general answer for Rafinha is I probably wouldn't take a hit for Rafinha out. I know he's playing Chelsea, but they're not exactly in the best position. They're not playing the best right now. Granted, Leeds are missing a lot of players, but Rafinha is just a legend. So I don't see any problem with taking Rafinha out for a free transfer, but for a hit, just feels like a bit too much. Like Bowen is great. Don't get me wrong, he's going to be great, but I don't know about Rafinha to Bowen for a hit. Thank you to everyone that's coming in from Simply FPL. Hope you're doing all right. Rami, I'm on wildcard. Should I keep Jota and play Dallo or bring Gundogan or Mount instead? Yeah, I think if I was on wildcard, I don't think I'd bring in a player that's potentially an injury issue. The thing is, this is the problem with this time of the season. Look, Jota's out, could just miss this game. But if this like little issue he's got rolls on just a little bit more, then maybe he's missing Newcastle as well. Then suddenly you've got Firmino who could be back. Like, again, I really like Jota. He's such a good option. He's such good value. But obviously once his minutes start declining, then he becomes an issue. So if I was on wildcard, I'd probably just play... The thing is, if you're wildcarding, you really should be making a good squad of playing players. There's no real reason to have any dead players in your team, like any dud picks. So you can probably leave yourself an opportunity to buy Jota later on if you needed to. I think that's what I'd do. I mean, I'm not on wildcard, and I haven't really given it much thought, if I'm honest. I'm just doing like gut instinct kind of answers here. But I think that is what I would do. I don't think I would go for him while he's a doubt. Especially when so many other people are in a position where they're going to have to bench him or they're going to have to sell him, right? And they're having to deal with these issues. You've got a wild card. You could just not have that issue at all, right? Am I not tempted to start Jota just in case he plays? Yeah, but I'm also tempted to bench him just in case he gets benched, right, and comes on for a cameo. I don't... Yeah, I think, like, Saka King... are definitely going to start, right? We know they're sure starters, so I don't know if it's worth risking Jota. Like, he is great. If he starts, I will not be watching that Liverpool game, that's for sure. But I think with the doubt and with the team I've got, I think Saka is okay against Southampton. King's fine against Brentford. So I think I'm going to bench him. It could hurt me, but I think that's the move I'm going to make. I might change it before the deadline, but currently got no plans to. No transfers yet. Zeus, you might be the only person in the whole of FPL world that's not made a transfer. It feels like everyone's making transfers and everyone's making them quick. Just a 1 point or a 2 for Mbomo. Yeah, no way. I'm playing. Mbomo's definitely playing. Mbomo's never been in doubt for playing. Yesterday I tweeted out who to bench. It was between Alonso, Saka and King. And Mbomo's going nowhere. Mbomo's the first name on the team sheet. Front and centre in the middle of that team this week. In the middle of that team. All of my bench won't play. Foster, Son, Tony, Basuma. Would you get Son out for Bernardo Silva? Also, you think Dennis will start? Yes, I think Dennis will start. Son to a Man City midfielder is good, yeah. I don't think you can buy Foden right now. I think we're in the same position as last week. What Pep said today just makes me think... that it just sounds like he's got an ongoing issue, and that's probably going to hurt his minutes. Foden will say how he's feeling after games. So if he ain't feeling great, he might not play the next one. It doesn't mean that Foden won't start the next 3, but it's just hard to say. You know, it's just hard to say. Jesus to Antonio -8, Son, Tony to CR7, Bowen done. I mean, if you've got no bench cover, then taking out players that are doubts is not a bad strategy, to be honest. So yeah, I always try and think of hits in like isolation if you can. Like, if you've already made transfers, that shouldn't necessarily affect whether you need to make the next move. The thing is, hang on, let me just double check something. I don't think Jesus is a doubt, is he? Oh, he is a doubt. Yeah, it's just a knock. He could play, though. He could be back. I think if you've got bench cover, I wouldn't do Jesus to Antonio for a hit. I don't think. Could be wrong. Jesus was in training. He's fit. Okay, good stuff. There you go. He's just still flagged, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's not fine, right? I did the most risky move I've ever done. Rashford in. I like it. Rashford and Sancho this week. That's where the differentials are. Dallo as well, of course. Mount or Bernardo Silva. I'm going to say Bernardo Silva. Alonso or James, please explain rationale. James, 'cause I think he'll get more points. I think James is this season just looks more attacking. His numbers are better as well. There you go. And I think even when if or when Chilwell comes back, James is still going to play. That's a long time away. Yeah. Who'd start, Gallagher or Broja? I think Che Adams is a bit of a doubt, isn't he? So Broja could start. It's against Arsenal away though, or Gallagher against. Is it home, right? Or is he away? I can't remember. Home to Everton. I think I would start Broja, to be honest, against Arsenal. I think. I'm not sure how sure I am about a clean sheet, to be honest. Gundogan or Mount instead of Jota. I already have Bernardo Silva. I think Gundogan's a better option than Mount. The only thing is, if I have to predict who's going to play more minutes over the next 4 to 5, it's probably Mount, but I'd probably go Gundogan. I think out of those two. Mount's a decent enough pick though. Steele for Backman for a hit. Will he be able to earn the 4 points back? Yeah, see, it gets a bit trickier then because obviously you're going to use the other keeper more often, but it gives you a bench option still. I probably would do it still, I think. Who am I playing in the cup? No idea. I've not even looked. I've genuinely not looked. Where is it? Where's the cup? Oh, you got to click here. Oh, what? People have made cups. Hang on, do I have to make a cup as well? Hang on. Oh, the cup is scheduled to start in game week 27. Hang on. Cup scheduled to start in game week 32. Hang on, why are they all different? Is that because of the amount of people in there? Oh, hang on a second. Let me just do. Hang on. Let me just mess with. Oh, it's automatic, is it? Well, yeah, but it's not automatic. No. I know the cup is the general cup, but what about all these creator ones? Oh, I didn't do it. Hang on. Let me administer it. It's at youtube.com/Let's Talk FPL. Administer. Create a league cup. Okay. I've created a league cup. It's not there. Hang on. youtube.com/Let's Talk FPL. Administer. Create a cup. Create league cup, it says. Well, I've just updated it, so maybe that'll go in next week. But maybe I should have done it already because there's a lot of people in my league. Oh, no, there it is. It's up now. It's up there. Okay, hang on. Cups. There it is. When's it starting? Game week 22. I guess it's done on size of. I didn't choose. Yeah, there's over 100,000 people in the league. That's mental. Yeah, there you go. The starting round of the cup is determined by the number of teams in the associated league. So we're starting in game week 22. Does that mean we got the biggest league? Let's have a look when everyone else is starting. Oh, yeah, that's going to be low because there's not many people in there. Let's see when Ben's league is. Fantasy 606, game week 33. Where's Ben's? The Cycling GK. Oh, he's starting in game week 22 as well. So he must have... Mr. Ben Foster. He must have a similar number of people in his league. He must have a similar amount of people. Overall cup, I am playing... Oh, this all looks very nice, doesn't it? It's all a little bit fancy. I'm playing this guy who is ranked 2.8 million. Let's see the transfer history. Hasn't made a transfer since game week 15, which was only last week, so we'll let him off. 41 points. Let's see the team. So he's got Bernardo Silva. He's got Jota. Got Dennis Vardy. So not huge issues. He's going to play Reece James, I'm sure. Pinnock. Apparently Pinnock's missing out. I saw a tweet on Twitter earlier. So yeah, team's not bad. He's got 3 Chelsea defenders. I think my team looks better though, doesn't it? My team looks better, right? Surely. Just joined the stream, so sorry if you already said this, but any reason you bench Jota? Yeah, only because I've got a good bench, really. If I had, put it this way, right? If I had, I don't know, instead of Saka, let's say I had, I don't know, just another 4.5 million midfielder, I would probably play Jota and have Livramento and the 4.5s on the bench. But because I've got Saka, I'm just going to play him. Vardy brace will hurt you. Yeah, and a Ronaldo brace will hurt him. That's how it goes. You can still join the league, yeah. You should still join the league. Should I still captain Ronaldo even if I'm on -8? The hit should not affect your captain decision. Just captain who you think is the best player. Don't worry about whether you took a hit or not. What I will say is I do think a lot of people are only captaining Ronaldo because they own him. Right? I don't think if they didn't own Ronaldo and they weren't forced into it, I don't think as many people would be looking to bring him in to captain him. It's not that it matters. I think Ronaldo is a good captain, but I still think Salah, there's very little argument to be made about why Salah is not the best captain again this week. I wouldn't be sure Saka starts. Why not? Saka always starts. If he's fit, he starts. Simple as that. Surely. I think he got a few kicks in the Everton game, but there was no injury or anything. You better start. Antonio to Ronaldo for -4 or Rafinha to Bowen for -4. Otherwise forced to start Rafinha this week. Nothing wrong with starting Rafinha. How long is Jota out for? He might not even be out. He could play this week. De Gea and Dalot for Sanchez and Alonso. Or sell Jota instead of Alonso. I probably wouldn't sell either of them. Just get a different keeper maybe if you can. I guess if you have to sell one, you probably sell Jota before Alonso just because he's possibly out. But who knows that for sure, right? Rafinha to Bowen -4 and bench Jota for Bowen. No, probably not. Just play Rafinha. KG, thank you. Craig Smith, thank you. FPL is live. Tony, Son, Foden to Ronaldo, Gundogan and Bomo for a -8. I'd probably just do two. I would just do the Tony Son moves for Ronaldo and, I guess in Bomo. And just keep Foden. If I had Foden, I'd probably keep him. Will you say Alonso, Tony to Dalot, Ronaldo? I think I possibly would, yeah. I would take Alonso out if I needed to get funds. I said that on the video this week. I'm just not actively looking to sell him. That's all. I don't know. I might put Jota in. I don't know. What if he comes on for a 1-pointer? I'll cry. I've already took a -4 on money to bring Jota, Bernardo and Antonio for Brownhill, Rafinha and Kane. I was going to be priced out. Should I take another hit -4 to replace Son with Rashford or Sancho? If you've got no bench cover, then yeah. Thoughts on putting the armband on Ronaldo? Go for it if you want to. I'm going for Ronaldo. I kind of gave my thoughts just a minute ago. There's nothing wrong with Ronaldo captain this week. There really isn't. But again, I think Salah's pretty damn good, right? Jota either starts or is out. Firmino's not ready to start. Yeah, maybe, but not necessarily, right? Origi could start and Jota could come on. Origi might play again. Not saying he definitely will, but he could do. Could do. No transfers made yet. Either Saka to Bowen, Jota to Bowen, or roll and be empowered with 2 free transfers. If you got bench, I would probably be tempted to roll because Saka to Bowen long term is a good move. I just don't know if you need to make that move this week. I think Saka's okay against Southampton at home. Son to Rashford for a hit. Yeah, if you got no bench cover. I think Spurs players can be taken out for a hit if you've got no bench. Just saying. -4 for Bowen, in for Cornet, Brownhill on the bench. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Cornet's not guaranteed to start. Steele to De Gea or Cornet, Rafinha to Bernardo Silva. I'd get a playing goalkeeper, really. Yeah, as your first point of call. Son to Bowen and Tony to Watkins. Is it a mistake to prioritise Watkins long term than Watford boys? Already have Jesus and Pookie. No, not a mistake. If you like Watkins, great. He's not great for this week, obviously. He plays Liverpool, but could be okay longer term. Salah top 10k effective ownership prediction. Good question. He is going to be lower than the last few weeks because I think people will captain Ronaldo, but I still think it'll be 160, 170%. Because what is the reason to not captain Salah? There isn't really a good reason, so I still think it'll be high. Klopp said Jota involvement depends on his involvement in training today. Shouldn't some sources know if he had trained before deadline? Yeah, and if you've got those sources, make sure to share them because I haven't got a clue. Put it this way, if I knew that Jota was starting, he would be playing for me. There's no way I would bench him. But we will see. We will see. Have Mo, Foden, Jota, Bowen, Basuma in mid, 4.7. Worth upgrading Basuma in case Jota, Foden miss out. Can go up to... Yeah, I mean, Basuma to with a 4.7 million is good, yes. I mean, who you want to go for is kind of up to you. Bernardo Silva's probably safest, then Gundogan, then Sancho. Depends how much you want to take a punt on the Man United boy, I guess. I've done Fantasy, I've done Sky, and Bomo's my captain in Sky Fantasy Football tonight. Already done Reguilon and Gallagher to Dallo and Bowen for -4. Should I take a -8 and bring in Bernardo Silva for Rafinha? No, probably not. Just do it next week for free. Would you take Son out for Bowen or a City midfielder? Probably Bowen. Is getting Antonio for a hit worth it this week? Depends on the hit. Have Bowen and can play a front three this week of CR7, Dennis and King. Then no, probably not. Probably not worth it. Would you take Son out for... Yeah, done that one. Duffy to Dallo or Jota to Sancho? Probably Duffy to Dallo, I think. Is it worth getting Gundogan and Vardy to Ronaldo and Bowen for a -4, or would you wait and do those moves for free? I'd probably wait and do them for free. I think Vardy versus Newcastle is okay. I guess the only doubt is that he did play 90 minutes in Europe, but I feel like he'd probably still start. FPL the next level. I have Livramento who can come in for Jota. If he only scores 2, then any hit has to score 6 just to break even. Then I want Jota back next week anyways. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't like if Klopp had turned around and say Jota's going to miss a week, then that's potentially 3 fixtures, and then yes, you probably do just get rid of him. But we don't know that he could be back for Newcastle. Of course, there's always a chance that he doesn't. He's not back for Newcastle, but we don't know that right now. Corey, how's it going? Team looks lovely. Team looks lovely. Meant to say it's for a -4, second of the week. Will, I'm not really sure what that was for. I can't. Oh yeah. Oh, it's for a -4. No, I think you just hope that Jota or Foden one of them gets minutes. To be honest, probably wouldn't take the -4, especially if you've got other players on the bench. Jota and Foster out for Bowen and Ramsdale for a -8. I've got no playing keeper and only 2 playing subs. Nah, just do the goalkeeper move, I think. Hwang, Royale, Son, Corday to Dennis, Dallo, Bilva, Bowen. Yeah, sounds good. I mean, you probably don't need to do Hwang to Dennis necessarily, but the rest sounds good. This is just unfortunate times. If you've got lots of Spurs players, you're probably having to take a lot of hits this week, especially if you've also got Tony and stuff like that. In some ways, it's kind of nice, I think. Like, it is annoying to have to take the hit, but also being forced into a big hit and getting to kind of completely overhaul your team is quite nice, I think. So yeah, just got to do it. Bench one Smith Rowe or Jota. Considering they're both slight doubts, I'd probably bench Smith Rowe over Jota. Although saying that, I think if I had to bet money, I got more money on Smith Rowe starting. So, and I'm starting Saka over. But the thing is, Smith Rowe is a doubt, isn't he? He's at least a little bit of a doubt. I'd probably play Jota, I think. Well, when did Spion or Spy on Cop say that about Jota? Because the last thing I saw said he hasn't trained all week. Training's still taking place now as far as I'm aware, but no info on whether Jota has trained yet. Yeah, exactly. So he hasn't said, to be honest. And also he tweeted 6 hours ago to say the only dilemma is Jota. So I don't think there's definite that he's going to be fine. Free transfer Jota to Bernardo Gundogan or play Rafinha. Play Rafinha. Honestly, I feel with Rafinha, I took him out, and I've honestly, ever since, I've just spent all my weeks telling people to keep him, and he's been so good. I have Tony, Reguilon, Foden, Jota, Basuma, and Hwang versus City. No transfer available. Worth taking a free hit. The thing is, if you free hit, then you've got to hope that Foden's available next week, Jota's available next week. You're still going to have Hwang with bad fixtures. You're still going to have Basuma. Reguilon might not play the next game. Tony could miss the game as well. I would take hits instead of free hit, to be honest. Is it true that Jota is a doubt because he ate a kiwi with the skin on? Look, kiwi with the skin on is great. Do not knock it until you've tried it, right? If you've tried it and you don't like it, fair enough. Just try it. Honestly, get a kiwi, chop the ends off, little bit off the ends, and then just slice it up. Get it down here. Get it down here. Is it okay to go without a keeper? I would preferably have one. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I would probably take the hit, yeah. Sancho and Cancelo captain. Team has 547 injuries. Is that it? if you had 600, I'd feel sorry for you. But 547 is not that bad. Good luck. Sancho in and Cancelo captain. That is very different. Is Alonso, Tony and Son to CR7, Bowen and Dallo worth it for a -4 in your opinion? I need to do Alonso to the transfer to afford the moves. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't think Alonso's a bad option, by the way, but excuse me, to fund a move like that, it's probably okay. Matthew, how's it going? Yes, I'm okay. Took a rage -8 Sunday, getting Son, Reguilon, already 3 Brighton plus Jota. Taking my free hit and actually really happy with it. Gets me out of jail. Good luck. You just got to hope that your team comes back with no issues next week. Otherwise, you'll just be taking the hits next week instead. The Let's Talk FPL Kiwi with skin on League Cup. I should start that, shouldn't I? Start Jota or Dallo? Dallo. Sanchez to De Gea for -4, yeah, probably. Vardy better captaincy option than Salah? No, probably not. Took Salah out to get money for CR7, risking it. That is a massive risk. Good luck. -4, Jota to Bernardo, Livramento first sub. No, I probably wouldn't do that. I'd just let Livramento play if needs be. 2 free transfers and a -8 done. Vardy, Tony, Son, Sanchez to Ronaldo, King, Bowen, De Gea. Here we go. Sounds good? Sounds good. Good luck. On wildcard, would you go Jota over Mount? No, I'd probably go for Mount. Who'd you sell out of Jota Foden if you had to? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. My throat's hurting. I recorded a video before I came on this. Daniel, you're on a wild card. Good luck. I don't know if it's easier or harder to do a wild card this week, because the problem is you don't want any of the doubts, but you might actually want them long term. If I had to sell one of Jota Foden, I'm gonna say Foden. And the reason is I don't really know. I think the reason is it feels like he's got an ongoing issue, whereas Jota could have trained and might be back. And if he's not, he'd probably be back next week anyway for the next game week. And we don't know what kind of state Firmino's in anyway. Will he be rushed back? Oh, it's a tough one. I'd probably sell Foden, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Who's more likely to start? I feel like they're both probably not going to start this week. So I'm going to say I'd sell Foden if I had to. Ramsdale or David De Gea? Pick one now. I'm going to say David De Gea. Is it worth getting a City mid for a hit this week against Wolves or wait? And which is the best option? Bernardo's well owned in mid-league, so is it worth to go with Foden? I wouldn't go for Foden. And I wouldn't worry about differentials. Just get the best one. If you think that's Bernardo Silva, get it. For a hit, depends on who you're selling. So possibly. But not if you've got good bench cover. You probably don't need to do it. What's the first choice Man United backline? Looking to get Shaw back, I think. Yeah, see, I wouldn't risk Shaw right now. I want to see a few more games of him there. I think right now, it's with Varane potentially not back yet, or even if he's back, probably going to be on the bench. This week, it'll probably be Dallo, Lindelof, Maguire. I think it might be Telles, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure on the left back. Long term, though, it's probably going to be Shaw, Maguire, Varane, Dallo, I think. It's hard to say. But I do think there's a chance that Telles starts again. Bernardo or Bowen for Jota with a -4. Bowen, but I probably wouldn't sell Jota for a -4. How can I join your league cup? You just need to join the league. The league code is on screen. There's also links in the description. Can we trust in Boris? I ain't even going there, to be honest with you. Heine, if you could bring a new chip into the game next season, what would it be? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much. A new chip. I don't know. You can captain 2 players. Instead of triple captain 2 players. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just too easy. I don't know. Not sure. I have Jota and Smith Rowe with Emerson Rowe, David Luiz or Douglas Luiz, Livramento on bench with 2.3 million. Thoughts on Emerson Rowe to Reece James or move Jota or Smith Rowe to Bowen or Bernardo Silva? I think Emerson Rowe to Reece James is a good move. Good longish term move, medium term move maybe. He might not play the next game either. So yeah, probably quite good. I'm -12 and front 3 is Pookie, Wilson, Dennis. Look, it happens. It happens. Good luck, Ben. Kieran, I have to bench 2. Jota, Alonso, King. Thoughts? I'd probably bench Jota and King. Does wine and cheese count as well? I'm not getting into this. But I mean, if I wouldn't have wine and cheese without it being a pie. That's what I'm saying. Victor swapped Havertz, Cornet for Mount Bowen. Nice, -4. Now Jota out with 3-row flags on bench. Would you bring in another player for -8 or just play 10? If you can take someone out, you're not really worried about losing long term. I'd probably take another hit to play 11, to be honest with you. Play Jota or Luke Shaw? Probably Jota. I don't know if either of them start, really. Shubli took Rafinha out for Bernardo earlier this week, thinking Son to Sterling and Jota to Mount for -8, only Livramento on the bench. I'll probably just do one of the moves. Maybe do the Son to Sterling one and just leave the other one for now. Have you sent congratulations to FPL Focal? I think I said congratulations in advance. Like, you knew he was going to hit number 1 when he said that he needed Gabriel and White not to get like 11 points. I was like, yeah, you're number 1, basically. Currently, and also congratulations on the massive sub increase. It's madness. I need to get myself to number 1. Currently have no Chelsea defender. Would you bring one in for -4 this week? Not if I had other good defenders, really. Son and Brownhill to Foden and Bowen, or to Ronaldo and 4.9 midfielder. If you don't have to play the midfielder every week, then I like the Ronaldo move. But otherwise, Bowen and a different midfielder who's definitely going to play is probably the better move. Yoitz, thank you. Khaled already took a -4 for Tony, Son, Sanchez for Ronaldo, Gilmer and De Gea. Worth another 4 for Reguilon to Dalot. If you've got no bench cover, yes. If you have, then no. Yanks, thank you. Do you think Hudson-Odoi will play? I'm not sure. The thing is, those positions kind of behind the attacker are hard to call. So I don't think he's going to play wing back, and it could be Mount, it could be Ziyech, could be Havertz. I couldn't really tell you. I guess my gut instinct is probably not, but I don't really know, to be honest with you. If the next 5 weeks are like this, variance will be infinity. Yeah, there's going to be variance for sure. Asim, thank you very much for becoming a member. Anyhow, would you say Mount is the best option under 7.6? So I need to replace Jota. Under 7.6? No, I actually think Bowen's probably a better option, to be honest with you. And have a bit of extra money. Captain CR7, if not now, then when? When Salah's at African Cup of Nations, to be honest. It's probably when. Have Benteke, Brownhill and Duffy on the bench. Have Benteke, Brownhill and Duffy on the bench with Gundogan and Jota in first 7. Do Jota to Bowen or Duffy to Dalot for -4. Probably Duffy to Dalot. Oh, hang on. You got Benteke and Brown. Your bench can probably just about cover, I'd say. Is hit for Sanchez worth it? Also, who Guaita? I mean, Guaita maybe. I don't think I'd rather have De Gea or Ramsdale, I think. But yeah, a hit is probably worth it. I would try and take a hit for the second goalkeeper because Sanchez is going to have 2 double game weeks at some point. What makes you happier, more subscribers or a higher overall rank? Well, the higher overall rank would bring the subscribers, so I'll go with the higher overall rank. Got Foden and Jota already. Did the 2 free transfers. Do I get Dalot for Reguilon from -4 as my bench is Brownhill, the only playing sub? Yeah, I'd probably do that. Gray instead of Mbommo on wildcard. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I might even sell Mbommo for Damari Gray at some point soon. Just saying, it might happen. Mbommo might be out of my team. God, just please score tonight. Please score tonight, Mbommo. Come on. Put me out of my misery. I've held you for so long. This is like my call to action for Saka. Foden to Bernardo Silva, worth it for a hit? Probably not. Petter, thank you very much. Reguilon to Dalot for a -8 second hit, losing 0.3. Don't get the 0.3 thing, but yes, possibly I would do that if I had no bench cover. COVID wipeout, got Sanchez, Reguilon, Lamptey, Son, Tony, 8-point hit to De Gea, Dalot, Ronaldo plus 4.7 million, or just bring in De Gea and Jota, Bilva and pray. I would take as many hits as it takes to get to 11 players, to be honest. That would be my general thought. That's for Relic. So do the -8 if you need to, yeah. New chip, you choose one of 0.4 million, 3 points, 1 free transfer, activates for all first international break. Yeah, you probably take the transfer, I think, but I'm not quite sure. We don't know if Joss is training, unfortunately. If we get news, then great. But yeah, I mean, he might. Maybe he will have. Maybe he will have trained. Oh, maybe I should play Jota like this. If he's on the bench, though, that really annoying. Because the thing is, if he's on the bench, he'll definitely come on. Which is why I've kind of got Saka in instead. Bench 1, Alonso, Jota, King, or Bowen. Probably Jota. Vardy to start. He played 90. Yeah, I think he'll start. Why have we both still got Antonio? Everyone's bringing Antonio back in. I'm telling you now, the template front line is going to be Ronaldo, King, and Antonio. This front line, everyone's going for it at the moment. Tony, Jota for Antonio, Bowen from -8. Have no bench. Yeah, I'd probably do that. William, thank you. Pranav, Tony and Son to King and Bernardo, 2 free transfers. Sounds good. Should I start Jota and Rafinha or take a hit? Probably start them both, especially if you've got bench cover. Playing Ramsdale, Trent. Dennis for a -12. Pookie, Jota, regular on bench. Bench Foden or Jota? Probably Jota. Bench Jota and play Dallo, or free transfer Jota out for Mount. Play Dallo. Drink some water. Got loads of water. In fact, I'm nearly freaking done my whole pint. And we've still got an hour to go. Might even have to use the toilet at this point. Ronaldo and Gray or Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. See, when you say it like that, I think the double Man City midfielders are better. But I went for the Ronaldo move. We'll be able to get Watkins next week if I go with the City guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to say Ronaldo and Gray. Love the content. Already took 3 transfers for -4, but I still have Jota and Rafinha. Worth taking. Nah, just play Rafinha. Simon, I've no bench and 2 players. Option 8. I'm never gonna. I can already tell I'm not gonna be able to process this. -8. Vardy to King, Kane to CR7, Smith Rowe to Bernardo, Reguilon to Cancelo. Option B. -4. Kane to CR7, Jota to Bernardo, Reguilon to Dallo. Worry dropping Vardy versus Newcastle. Yeah. Hang on. Why do you need to drop Vardy in the first one? I don't think you need to get rid of Smith Rowe, so I'd probably take the -4. Take a hit for Jota out. Took a hit to get him in as well. Probably not if you've got a bench. Play Gallagher or Jota. Probably. I don't know. Is Gallagher that much worse than Saka? I'll say play Jota. Use my free hit. De Gea, nice. Dallo, Trent, James, Cancelo, Salah, Bernardo, Bowen, Antonio, Origi, Ronaldo. Origi, nice. Yeah, that's the kind of player you got to pick on free hit because he could well start, and it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good fixture for it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's good. How many Man City midfielders you got? 1. Yeah, decent. Bernardo for Jota for -4. I've Livramento on the bench. Nah, I probably wouldn't do that, to be honest with you. Probably not. Probably not. Is it worth? Yeah, Rafinha. Like, I don't think you need to take a hit for Rafinha. To be honest with you, I know everybody wants to do it, but I probably wouldn't do it. I have Sanchez, blank game week, McCarthy injured, Reguilon, Smith Rowe. Should I free hit? Probably not. Probably not. Just take the hits. Just take the hits. Now, I'm not saying in no situation should nobody use the free hit, but I think for most people you just don't need it this week. You don't need it like you think you need it. Starting Bomo or Jota? I'd probably start in Bomo. I am starting in Bomo for sure. There's no way I'm benching in Bomo this week. How much money do I have available? I think it's like 0.4 million. That's all I got in the bank. A measly 0.4 million. Enough to do Saka to Bowen, though. Enough to do Saka to Bowen. Don't forget, by the way, keep hitting that like button. We're close to 1,000 likes, and make sure you do that, please. Why not? Right, okay. One person's just been spamming in Bomber with loads of faces, which is really weird. And there's multiple people doing it. Very strange. I'm at 90k, already done Son to Bernardo. Now thinking there's too much going on there. Already done Son to Bernardo. Now thinking Jota and Mbomo to Rashford. Why do you need to sell Mbomo for a hit? Come on, he's not that bad. He ain't that bad. Son and Jota are out. Mane and Bowen, or Rashford and Silva. Oh, do you know what? Probably Mane and Bowen. I think Mane, massive differential right now. Massive differential. Prithviraj, -8 switching out Lloris for Ramsdale, Tony to King, Smith Rowe to Bowen, current Ramsdale, Trent, Son, Reguilon, Dennis on bench. Yeah, nice. And you can always move on the Spurs players next week if you need to. The question for me is not Jota versus Mboma, it's Saka versus Jota. What would you need to see to bring in Rashford, Sancho? It's just not viable for me now. I'd have to sell Ronaldo. So that would be the kicker, so to speak. So like if for whatever reason I needed to sell Ronaldo, then I might consider bringing in a Man United midfielder. But I've kind of like made my bed now with Ronaldo. So unless he gets injured, I'll probably be keeping him. So Jota he picked up a knock or something in the last game he played, and he hasn't trained all week. He may or may not have trained today. Would you rather 30 minutes of Jota or 90 minutes of Saka? 90 minutes of Saka, no question. I know everyone will say, "Oh, no, Jota in 30 minutes can do everything." It's a third of the time. Like, so whatever his stats are, you then got to like third them. So definitely 90 minutes of Saka over Jota. Jota could well outscore him. Jota could play 5 minutes and outscore Saka. But if right now you said to me, Jota's going to play 30 minutes off the bench, Saka's going to play 90, I'm taking Saka every time. Every time. Start one of Rafinha or Jota. Probably just start Jota. Hope for the best. Matt, already done a -4 to bring in Bowen, Ronaldo, King. Worth doing -8 is no playing keeper. Yeah, probably would. Ryan MC, thank you very much. Dennis versus King. I'm not answering Dennis versus King anymore. I've answered it a million times, honestly, last couple of weeks. 1 billion times, maybe now. What's for dinner? I've got bagels. I'm going to toast some bagels. 2 bagels toasted. I've got some Philadelphia cheese to go on it, some spinach to go on top of that, and then I've got some turkey slices. That is my dinner. And I'm going to have it pretty much as soon as I'm done here. So I'm already starting to get a bit hungry. It was leg day today. Well, it was lower day today, which essentially is just leg day. And I'm knackered, to be honest with you. But it was good. Good gym session today. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. No, not just 1 bagel, 2 bagels. Bagels for dinner. Yeah, I know people have this weird thing where there's like you can only eat certain things at certain time. To be honest, usually like what I would have is like bagels for lunch and then like turkey mince rice, like salad and stuff for dinner. But like the turkey mince, like I basically have a turkey mince bowl with some salad and stuff and some salsa, and it is nice, but I don't necessarily enjoy it as everything else. So I try and eat it early on in the day. Whereas I really like the bagels, so that's why I eat them later on. Get Ronaldo and Dallo and have a bench of Livramento, Brownhill and Davis not in the bank, or Bernardo Silva and Lonzo and a bench of King, Livramento and Davis, and 2.5 million. Yeah, the second option is probably better, to be honest. But I think sometimes I can see that an option is better, and the second option probably is better, but I would probably do the Ronaldo one. Jack, thank you. Brian, news is Norwich in doubt due to COVID news. Well, where are you seeing that, though? Because Dean Smith mentioned that a few players are awaiting tests, but there was not really any talk about it being called off. You have to lose a lot of players to get to the point where you call it off, like Spurs. So I'm not too worried right now. But we'll see. Stop talking about bagels. Do you know what? As I always say, it's my stream. I'll talk about what the hell I want, right? So I'll talk about bagels if I want to. I haven't done my Ultimate Fan because I can only get it on my iPad. My iPad's dead. I need to get a new iPad. Bagel FC, exactly. Yeah. Ronaldo, Bowen and Dallo, King, Bernardo and Diaz, King, Fernandes and Diaz. Best trio to hold for the long term. Probably Ronaldo, Bowen and Dallo, I think. Just about. I mean, King, Bernardo and Diaz has got something to say, but I'm going to go for the Ronaldo one. Thoughts on when to move from Chelsea defenders? I would say when you need to, or maybe after the Brighton game. I don't think there's any rush, to be honest. All it takes is for them to get a clean sheet this week, and suddenly it's premium defence is great. Should we be going big at the back? Is 4 defenders something we should keep? Should I remove one of my attackers to go big at the back? That's how quickly things can change. I'm only here for the bagel chat. Keep it coming. Yeah, bagels. And then I've got like like one of those fulfill bars as well. Salted caramel fulfill protein bars, so good. And don't worry, I know that protein bars aren't some miracle thing and stuff like that, and they've not necessarily got great stuff in them, but it's so good. Salted caramel. Would you jam a kiwi in the middle of a bagel and eat it together? Probably. I haven't actually had a kiwi for a long time. I'll probably have some blueberries and grapes today. Blueberries and grapes with it. I mean, I've got about 200 calories left after the bagels, so I'll probably just have some blueberries and some grapes, and then that'll be done. This is one of the fulfill ones, not a grenade one. It's fulfill salted caramel, like the turquoisey packet. So good, so good. I'm thrilled I bought the Kiwi chat back. I like talking about. I know I like it's an FPL channel and there's like over 8,000 people watching, but I kind of like the off-topic stuff, to be honest. It's a little bit of a difference to like the millionth question about whether Jota is starting or not, which I just don't know. Oh wow, loads of questions came in though. I have Foden and Jota, keep or sell? Probably keep. Benches and Bomo. What? You can't bench in Bomo? I would definitely keep then. Broya, Jota, who for Jota if out besides Bowen? I would just play Broya if you've got Broya and Jota and just bench him. Play Benteke versus Everton or -4 to play Bowen. Play Benteke. Gallagher or Smith Rowe for first sub? Smith Rowe. Son replacements for a hit. Probably Man City midfielders or Bowen. That's where I would go. Maybe Sancho or Rashford if you're feeling a little bit. You want some excitement in your life with a Man United midfielder. Would you start Jota or Dennis? Dennis. I've Reguilon and Foden. Thinking Reguilon to Dalot. Midza, Bomo, Brownhill, Salah, forward, Antonio Huang, transfer Jota or Foden for a hit to Bowen or Silva. I'd probably take out Foden, and yes, Reguilon to Dalot sounds good. Next time you're in New York, I would take you to the best bagels in the world. Okay, they do some pretty good. I look forward to it. They do some pretty good bagels in Galway, in the Galway market. There's a guy. I think it's like two guys there. And they do bagels. They got loads of different ones, and they do like a turkey one with like, I don't know, some kind of mayonnaise or something. I think so good, so good. The Galway food market is decent. It's decent. There used to be someone there that did. I can't remember what they were called. They're almost like samosas. I don't know. I can't remember what they were called. There's a name for them. So when I'm lying in my bed, FPL thoughts running through my head, and I feel this game is dead, I'm eating bagels instead. That was from Alan. Very good. That was a good enough comment. I had to read it out. What's your favourite Christmas movie? Mine's It's a Wonderful Life. Good question. I don't know, to be honest. Don't know Christmas movies. I'm trying to think of what Christmas movie I've watched the most. I don't know. Stop talking about Turkey. I'm having Turkey on Christmas Day as well. Best midfield song replacement for -4. Sterling, Sancho. I think Sterling and Sancho are quite exciting picks. I think Sterling, I don't know if he's got the shirt right now, but I think he will start. I think he's doing well at the moment. I kind of like the Sterling punts most. Then you get Leeds next week. Happy days. Thinking about doing Tony to Antonio, Son to Foden or Bowen, not sure. Excuse me, I'll go Bowen and Reguilon to someone for a hit. Dalot maybe? Who are you thinking? There you go. I've just thought it out loud for you. Sean, Jota Son for Mount Fernandez. Thoughts? I'd probably just do Son to Mount and keep Foden. Keep Jota, I think. Prithav, follow up to earlier super chat. Free hit and get CR7. I can't remember what your question was, but if I was free hitting, yes, I would have CR7, but most of the time I'd probably just take the hits. The FPL website's down. It's not very easy to find your previous super chat either, I'm afraid. 2 transfers ready to take a -4, -8. Priority replacements for Huang, Vardy, Jota, Foden, or Sanchez. I mean, there's so many. Like off the top of my head, I mean, we've already talked about loads, right? Man City midfielders, Man United midfielders, Bowen in midfield, strikers, CR7, Antonio, King are probably the ones. And Sanchez, De Gea, Ramsdale, or Edison if you can afford it. That's probably all of them. Rafinha for Bayern -4. Rafinha next 4 games brutal. Yeah, but I would just do it next week for free if you have to. If you had Vardy, would you sell him for Ronaldo this week for free? I don't think you have to, but I think I probably would. Like, I'm thinking right now, if I had a team and I had Vardy and the money to go to Ronaldo, would I do it? Yes, I probably would do it. The FPL site is down. Oh my days. I have Rafinha, Jota, Kane, and one free transfer. What's the priority? Well, the priority has to be the player that's like the priority is the reverse. Kane definitely missing out. Then the next priority is probably Jota, who might miss out, and then it's Rafinha who's going to play. So Kane is the one. Bagel with scrambled egg and Marmite. I'm not sure about that. I don't mind Marmite. I haven't had it for a long time, but I don't mind it. Not sure about that though. Kane, Ronaldo, and Jota. Kane to Ronaldo and Jota to Mount -4. Possibly dodgy bench if not. Yeah, maybe if you've got a really dodgy bench, but I'd rather not do the Jota move unless you have to. I'm drunk, but I bought in Antonio this week for free and subbed Son for Jota and Bernardo last week, both for free. Was it a good move? They sound like pretty good moves. Just got to hope that Jota plays. Jota versus Livramento. Who should I bench? I would bench Livramento. Should I get Gareth Bagel for a hit? I like it. Sounds tasty. Vardy or Salah captain? Salah. The Sapala, thank you very much. Strange, man. Start Backman or Fernandez. Flip a coin. I mean, I would start whoever's at home, to be honest. Which I think is... Yeah, Brentford. So I couldn't remember then. -4 Sanchez De Gea if it won't let me Vardy to CR7 game week 17. Probably not in that case. If you really want Ronaldo. Is the FPL site still down? It's back up. Panic over. Bench one of Jota, Foden, and Mbeumo, Dennis, Dalot to start ahead of one of them. I'd bench for Foden, I guess. I would probably play Jota, Foden, and Mbeumo, and Dennis, and maybe bench Dalot, possibly. No, I wouldn't put Brownhill ahead of any of them. But if you want to bench one of them, I'd probably bench Foden. FPL Towers at the Christmas party. They might be. It's back up though. Start Jota or take a -8. Start him. Oh, transferring Son out for Rashford. I mean, Son out for Rashford's a good move, to be honest. Start Gallagher or Jota. Only 20 minutes so you can score. Oh, there you go. You've answered yourself. You want to start Jota, start him. Would you start Rudiger or Dennis? Probably Dennis. I feel like Rudiger is probably the better option, but I would start Dennis because he's the attacker, right? Foden to Bernardo Silva for free or risk Brownhill appearance and roll. Probably roll. I don't know actually. Do you know what? I don't know. It's a free transfer, and if Foden's genuinely got an issue that's going to potentially keep being an issue, Bernardo Silva might be a good move, to be honest. Had to cough then. My voice is going. How long we got left? 41 minutes. Oh, my days. We ain't going to make it. I'm nearly out of water. My throat is going. I've talked too much today. Mount or Bowen? Bowen. De Gea or Guaita? De Gea. Sanchez, De Gea or Foster to Guaita for a hit? Probably Foster to Guaita and keep Sanchez, I think. To be honest with you. I think the hit's fine. Jota and Son to Bowen and Bernardo, or keep Jota and do Son and Jesus to Bowen and Ronaldo. I think the Bowen and Ronaldo one sounds pretty good, to be honest. Silva, Rashford or Sterling. I think Rashford and Sterling are both more exciting than Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's got the minutes. I'd maybe go for Sterling if I had the money. And I had no plans for it. Already taken a -8. Should I take another -4 to bring in De Gea for Sanchez? Don't have the funds to bench Sanchez and sell Foster. Yeah, I think so. Alonso to Tomiyasu and use the money for Gallagher to Bowen. A good move. 3 over 2 game weeks. Still drunk. Yeah, but I wouldn't do it this week. I would just keep Alonso. Just do it next week when you got 2 free transfers if you still want to do it. Go and enjoy your drink. Privath, already taken a -8. Same squad as you. Differences. Rudiger. Same squad, but here's the differences. I like that. Rudiger instead of Alonso. Nice. Regulon for Livramento. Bowen, Bernardo, Son, Smith, Maximin, Dennis, differential, free hit. No, I still wouldn't free hit. You've got plenty of players that are going to play. Just use hits to take out the players that aren't playing. I haven't seen a Leicester press conference, probably because they played last night. I don't think it was a West Ham one either. That sometimes happens. So we're not really going to hear too much. Excuse me. My throat is my voice is going. Like it's going to be gone. We ain't going to make it till 6:30. There's only one thing that can save this, and that is a bagel. I need a bagel and some more water. Excuse me. Ronaldo and Fred or Antonio and Bernardo Bowen. Yeah, I think in that case, if I had to play Fred every week, I would go for the other way. If you can bench Fred most weeks, then Ronaldo and Fred seems good. Or I'd just buy a cheaper 4.5, to be honest. Bench 2, Alonso, Dalot, King, and Mbamo, Jota, Foden. I mean, the thing with Foden is, I just don't know if I don't think he's going to start. I'd possibly bench Jota and Foden, but that just doesn't seem right at all, does it? So maybe Dalot and Foden. Maybe. It's pretty hard with those two players. We don't 100% know that Foden and Jota aren't going to start, but it's got to be looking unlikely right now. Thank you very much, Scott. Jesus to CR7, Son to Bernardo Silva, Tony to King, Rafinha to Bayern from -8. I would just do all of them apart from the Rafinha move. Do it next week if you need to. Too many carbs. Yeah, carbs aren't that bad for you. Sanchez replacement, De Gea, Ramsdale. I'd probably go De Gea. Already took a 4-point hit for Son to Rashford. Already took a -4 hit for Son to Rashford and Tony Tantone. Is it worth taking another 4-point hit to swap Foster for another keeper at the same price? Yeah, possibly like Backman, but it's a bit less interesting if you can go for someone good, you know? Sanchez, yeah, just done Sanchez replacements. Already took a -4 hit. Oh no, done that one. Do I think Vardy will start? Yes, I think he probably will. I mean, it would have been a bit easier to know if we'd had a press conference, but I think I'm going to go with Vardy starting. Would you sell Alonso before Leeds to get Ronaldo? I mean, I would if I had to, but I'd prefer to find a different way if I could. That makes sense. No, it wouldn't be my first choice. Any more videos planned on the other channel? No. Honest answer is no. I don't have anything planned. I'd like to start doing it, but realistically, I need like a plan of exactly what I'm going to do. Because I'm stuck every week, like, oh, what do I do this week? I just put something out. It's not really what I want to do. I need a plan of action so I can put out consistent stuff. And I need some time to do it as well. What Man United midfielder would I choose? I'd probably choose Rashford if I had to go for one right now, but there's not a huge amount in that than a gut instinct, the fact that he played striker alongside Ronaldo. I had 2 transfers banked this week and took a -8. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Don't worry about it. Not so sexy sax, man. Go and enjoy your drinks. Triple captain this week. Nah, don't think so. Start Alonso, Jota, Alonso. Wildcard worth this week have Kane, Sanchez, Steele, and Jota. All I have on the bench is Gilmore, Omabamidele, and Lacadia. That sounds like a pretty good wildcard week. Maybe you could have thought about that a little bit earlier than 35 minutes before the deadline. It's going to be, you're going to have to make a wildcard pretty quick, but it does look pretty good, yeah. Notice no one's asking for leaked lineups for today's game. Yeah, no one really. I mean, it is only Watford versus Brentford, I guess. But, you know, there could be some big news. Like, what if Mbamo is benched? People will be outraged. Mohamed, thank you very much. Medzar, with everyone taking hits, what do you think about not playing a goalkeeper this week as a Sanchez and Foster? And I really need a replacement to get a clean sheet. I like, if it's a long-term move, I kind of like it, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't base your hit on what everyone else is doing. You either need the hit or you don't. There's 6 game days for this game week in Sky. Absolutely, there is, yeah. The only transfer I'm making, I think, is Kane to Ronaldo in Sky, and that's it, I think. And then my team's kind of set for a little while, but yeah, we'll see. If you were the only player to have a wild card every week, do you think you would win FPL? I don't think you could guarantee that. I think like there is just so much luck needed in FPL. So even if you had a completely new team every week, I think you would still struggle to win FPL, to be honest with you. But you'd have a better chance than not having the wild card every week, right? Because weeks like this, you just wild card all those doubts out and you get in all the good players. Kane to Ronaldo for a hit. Yes, I would probably do that. Sofal versus Dalot. That's a good question. I think Sofal right now with Johnson a doubt is probably a bit of a safer option because you know he's probably going to have that right back spot. Really good fixtures, but I would buy Dallo. I know I would. Ewan, thank you very much. Jay Arnold, Son and Tony to Ronaldo and Demarai Gray have to play each week. Yep, seems good to me. And also Sexy Saxman, thank you very much. Akshan Sanchez to De Gea, Benrahma to Bowen, and Vardy to CR7 for a -8. I don't think you need to do Benrahma to Bowen for a hit, but the others are okay. Milton -8 from Jota, Jesus, Son out for CR7, Bernardo, Bowen. Yeah, it sounds good, but I don't think you need to do the Jota move and just do the -8 if you wanted to. On a -4, -8 for Sanchez to Guaita. I don't know about Sanchez to Guaita. You definitely Crystal Palace defense versus Brighton. I think I just prefer to back Brighton, to be honest. Anyone checked if it's snowing in Burnley? I've not seen any weather reports, so we should hopefully be okay. Who are they playing anyway? They're playing West Ham. Oh my god, Bowen, Antonio, could be a nightmare. Oh, my voice is going. And I've said that like a million times already, but tis going. Can afford Steele to Backman to give me a playing keeper from -4 Gallagher to Bowen for Jota cover. But Gallagher's already covered. I don't know why you need to do Bowen from -4. Vardy to Ronaldo from -4. Probably wouldn't do that, no. Rami, good wild card. De Gea, Arnold, Cancelo, Dallo, White, Salah, Bernardo. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I'd probably go King over Dennis if I could, but other than that, yeah. Why is nobody captaining CR7? There are quite a few people captaining CR7, but Salah's still good. You see, it's easy to forget, but Salah's pretty good at football. So, yeah. Shakalaka Mekaleka. Just came home from work. What happened to Jota? He's a doubt. That's it. He's a doubt. Got a knock in the last game, basically, he played. I'm not captaining Ronaldo, no. Kane, Tony, Foden, Jota out. CR7, Bernardo, Dennis, Bowen, -8. Again, I don't think you need to take Foden and Jota out for a -8, to be honest. Kane, Tony, fine. If you've got a good bench, just keep the other two. If not, just take out one. Farouk, thank you very much. Yeah, again, I would take hits for goalkeepers in most situations, yes. The only thing with Sanchez is, ideally you want to take out the second keeper because Sanchez could have 2 double game weeks at some point. Excuse me. Somehow resisted the urge to take a hit means I'm playing Livramento if Jota is out. It's not too bad, though, I don't think. Don't think it's too bad. Unblock you from Twitter. The thing is, I don't just block people for the fun of it. So there's probably a reason I've blocked you in the first place. I wish I could write notes. I wish I knew what tweet it was. I'll have a think. Oh, yeah. I know what it was for now. Telling me to focus on FPL. So basically telling me to not tweet what I wanted to. I'll give you one more chance. There we go. Unblocked. Is it viable to get Fred and Mason Mount? I don't really know what the Fred love is for, to be honest, but Mount's okay. Alonso or King? I'd probably play Alonso. What would your wildcard team look like? I've not really thought about it, to be honest. I'd probably have Ronaldo, Salah, Cancelo, Trent, one Chelsea defender, David De Gea, maybe Antonio, Bowen, a couple of Man City midfielders possibly. The hit for the keeper is you're getting no points from that position, but also if it's a longer term move where you think the keeper you're bringing in is going to outscore the keeper you're taking out anyway, then I think that's when I would take a hit. But in some situations, it's not worth it. Like Sanchez to Guaita, I'm just not sure I would do that. You block people for, okay. Goodbye. Same back five as you. Salah, Gallagher, Gundogan, Jota, King, Ronaldo. Nice. Good bench. Would you do Norman to Bowen from -8 or play Broja? I play Broja. I've taken the begrudged -8. Just done Tony to King now from -4. Start Jota or Watkins. I probably wouldn't do a minus. Oh, you've taken the -8. Start Jota or... I mean, Watkins is definitely going to play, but it's such a hard fixture. I'd probably play Watkins, to be honest. I'm really trying to ration this water, but look how much is left. That's it. I'm not going to go and check people's FPL teams on the FPL website when you give me, like, whatever ranks and stuff like that. Am I in the cup? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I am in the cup, yeah. I mean, it's very hard not to be in the cup. Very hard not to be in the cup. So far, Bernardo Silva, James and Bowen, or Dallo and King. James and Bowen, I think. Sancho for Son -4. Yeah. Reguilon and Dyer on my bench. Yeah. Sounds good to me. You could even, if you need to, you can even take a hit for one of the defenders unless you've already got 11 playing. Check the guy ranked 558 overall rank. The guy's made no transfers all season. Crazy. There's always someone like that every season. There's always someone like that. It won't last, I guarantee it. And also sexy Saxon, thank you very much. Stop super chatting. You had too many drinks. Don't drink and super chat. That is my advice. Captain Alonso, something different. If you really want to go different, you could do, yeah. I don't think it's the best choice, that's for sure. James or Cancelo to buy for this. I think Cancelo, if it was to buy to play this week, maybe James, but Cancelo is probably the slightly better long-term option. Tony Kane out. Take -4 to get a new striker. Yeah, I would do that. Start Smith Rowe, Benteke. I think the problem is with Benteke, right? Even if he's fit, he's not like 100% guaranteed to start. But I think he probably will start this game. So I'll say Benteke. How many points are you expecting this week? 70. Yeah, why not? I'm expecting a good score this week. But I want that 70 points to be made up from lots of players, not just from Salah, because that doesn't help anyone. Well, it doesn't help me, that's for sure. On wildcard, would you have David De Gea and Mount or Ramsdale and Jota? Probably David De Gea and Mount. But I'd want a way to get Jota if I needed to. 2 to transfer out, Son, Jota, Jesus or Tony. I think you've got to transfer out the 2 that are definitely going to miss out, which is Tony and Son. You've got to prioritise, in my opinion. Ronaldo for -12 or keep Jesus? Probably just keep Jesus. Depends what all your other moves are, really. Look, maybe Fred will score a goal from outside the box with his weak foot again, but I can't imagine that's going to happen too often, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm not really looking at Jota. There is a chance for Jota to start. Yeah, honest answer is I don't know. He might play. He might play. Start Hwang or Livramento? That's too real. That is too. I mean, the thing is, Hwang's got to play. Oh, what the hell? Hwang's obviously got Man City, but I mean, the thing is, I don't really expect Livramento to get a clean sheet either. So I'll probably play Hwang. Have Reguilon, Jota, Livramento, and Davis cheap Villa striker. Should I take a -4 to get Dallo for Reguilon, or wait till next week? But then who do I bench? I mean, you've got. I think you've got a bench. I probably wouldn't take the -4, to be honest. It's my Christmas party this evening. Will I win at bowling? Yes. Yeah, you just got to hit the pins down. That's it. Vardy, Odegaard, and Mount for Hwang, Son, and Jota. I still don't know about Odegaard as an option. Like, I think. Let me just have a look. I think he has been starting like the last few games. So maybe he's going to keep playing, but I mean, with Smith Rowe out, he possibly could. He's okay. He's not really my favourite option. Like, how much is he? He's 5.4. Like, I'd rather have Damari Gray if you can stretch to it. I'm in your league, but it doesn't look like I can be part of the cup. The cup's not done yet. The cup's not open yet for my league. The league cups are based on how many people the league has got, so they'll start at different times of the season. Sabaroto got Bernardo and Dennis for Rafinha and Tony. Nice. Left Vardy on for one last game before getting Ronaldo. Nice. I like that. I like it. Good luck. Who do you get? Bernardo Silva, Grealish, or Gundogan? I would probably... See, I'd want Gundogan, but with the minutes right now for Bernardo just looking so good, I'm gonna say Gundogan, but it could just be Bernardo. I wouldn't get Grealish, that's for sure. 8K watching, you're actually famous now. I can't remember what the record is. Is the record like 17,000, or am I making that up? Did we break 15,000 watchers once? I can't remember. Definitely broke like 11 or 12, I think. Fred Hype Unreal. Even at Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine, 78 games, 8 goals, 8 assists. Yeah, maybe he's going to be further forward now, but I don't really see him as a massive option, to be honest. Just to go minus 16. Ronaldo, Bowen, Bernardo, Dennis, and Dallo. Trigger happy fingers. Nice, good luck. And Bomber Gallagher for Bowen. I mean, I don't think you really want to sell in Bombo before Watford are high. I mean, you could just get Bowen next week. But if you're doing it this week, I'll say Gallagher. Record is something crazy high, 13k plus. I want to say you had like 20k first game week of the season. Maybe we did. Maybe we broke 20k. I can check. Not that easily, but I can check. Oh. How weird. Game week 1. Son was on my game week 1 thumbnail. There we go. Total message. Oh, peak concurrence 21,227. Wow. 21,000 people watched at one point. That is mental. That is mental. Peak concurrent, that is. Fear of missing out for Ronaldo. Free hit. Right. This is like the 5th time you've asked me if you should free hit. I do not think you should free hit. No way you can word your questions are going to make me think you should free hit. Don't free hit. Take some hits. That is my final answer on the matter. I wouldn't free hit just to get Ronaldo, especially when I think Salah is the better captain. So it doesn't matter how you word it. I'm not going to say I think free hit is the best option. If you want a free hit, go for it. Go for it. But I think you might regret it later on. That's for Prithvraj. Nick, Antonio, Lukaku, Werner for St. Maximin for a -4. No, I mean, maybe Antonio long term. I probably wouldn't take a -4 for it though. Alonso for Livramento for an alternative -4. I mean, you got to play St. Maximin and Livramento. I mean, St. Maximin's got Leicester, and then the fixtures get pretty bad. I mean, they're okay -4s. I'd probably get an Antonio and Alonso. Yeah, they look alright. Ronaldo won't get a better game to be a captain option. I mean, he definitely will. Norwich at home for a start. But again, I'm not sitting here saying that Ronaldo's not a bad option for captain because he is. I just don't think he's better than Salah. That's all. I think people have been kind of forced. Their hand has been forced to get Ronaldo, and now they're talking themselves into why Ronaldo is better than Salah, even though they didn't think that before they owned him. That's the kind of feeling I get with it. But not that Ronaldo could absolutely outscore Salah. There's no doubt about it. It could happen. Kane had Norwich at home. Yeah, true. Very true. Regulon to Luke Shaw. I think it's too risky to buy Luke Shaw. There's no guarantee he starts this week. Start Jota, Smith Rowe, or Gray. Probably. Who have Everton got? Palace. I'll probably start Jota and then I'll put Gray first sub, Smith Rowe second. Ronnie captain over Salah. I'm feeling that. It's not madness. It's not madness to captain Ronaldo. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I'm not going to do it. I haven't heard there's a COVID outbreak in Norwich. The only thing I've heard is Dean Smith saying that they have to wait for tests for a few players. There's nothing about an outbreak or anything like that I've seen, at least. Sanchez and Foster, 0.4 million left. Blank will take the hit. Yeah, see, with 0.4, there's not much you can do. I'd possibly just leave it. Take a -8 for Antonio to CR7. No, I wouldn't do that. Having a beer shower. What music should I play? A beer shower? What's a beer shower? Does that literally mean you're about to have a shower and you've got a beer, like, near you? What music should I play? Play NCS releases. That's what I always play at the start of the stream. Vardy to CR7 -4. I wouldn't do that, no. Personally. Do it if you want, but I wouldn't do that. There goes a can. Tyrone, who should I take out and for who? I mean, that's just literally asking me to make your transfers. At least, like, you got to come up with some players you're thinking about taking out or some players you're thinking about bringing in. I mean, your team looks pretty good, so I don't really know what you'd do anyway. But, yeah, get back to me. Get back to me. Townsend or Odegaard, max budget of 5.4. Townsend. But, I mean, he's 5.5, isn't he? So I guess you've got to go Odegaard, but I don't think he's great option. Yeah, Gray's 5.5. Reguilon to Dallo. Also, yeah, sounds good. Also got Jota, Foden, Tony, Sanchez struggling to get a start 11. -4 for Vardy. The thing is, like, you've just said that all those players are an issue. Like, you don't know if they're going to start or they're not starting, and then you're thinking about a -4 for Vardy, who probably will start, to Ronaldo. I think you've got to deal with the players that aren't going to play first, to be honest. Loz, my gut tells me Greenwood might partner Ronaldo. Educated punt. I don't think he will this game because he played midweek. I think Rashford will play again. I think that could happen at some point, but I think Rashford will play. It could be Greenwood instead of Ronaldo when he gets rested, but I think for now it'll be Ronaldo and Rashford most of the time. But it's only been a couple of games, so it's hard to say for sure. Play Antonio for -4 or Benteke. We'll play Benteke, I think. If you want to do that move long term, go for it, but I think you can easily play Benteke. Rory, thank you very much. Beer showers are a thing and they're great. Okay, but I still don't know what it is. I mean, is it just a shower and you've got a beer? Like, you know, you're just showering or whatever and you just got a beer over here. Is the ESR to Bowen worth a -4? Probably not. I think there's a good chance Smith Rowe might start. Okay, he's just taking a beer into the shower. Okay, that's what I thought. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever done that. I may have done that in the bath before. I don't know about in the shower though. I used to have pre-drink shower beer all the time. I mean, I've had beer when getting ready to go out, but not while I'm showering. That just like seems a bit annoying, right? It'll get wet. Have I drank tea in the shower? Why would I drink anything in the shower? Yes, take beer in the shower equals beer shower. How do we get onto these subjects? Am I the only one that thought he meant shower himself in beer? That was the first thing I thought, but then yeah, I don't get why are people drinking in the shower? Like, you're literally showering, there's water pouring into your face, and you're trying to drink it and say it's like just annoying. You're really telling me you've never eaten a carvery dinner in the shower? No, I definitely haven't, no. Have you ever eaten a hairy kiwi in the shower? I haven't, no. Okay, here we go, Tyrant. I was thinking of taking Armstrong out for Antonio. Nice. I already have Bowen. Don't think it matters. I was thinking of swapping Smith Rowe for Mount. For me, Armstrong to Antonio is a better move than Smith Rowe to Mount. I like it. I wouldn't worry about having both. Having a bagel shower. I'm telling you, spinach, Philadelphia cheese, turkey. Happy days. Maybe I'll take a picture after this and put it on Twitter. For the stream watchers, for the stream viewers. It's called a shower beer, not a beer shower. That makes a lot more sense, really, doesn't it? Because it does a beer shower does sound like you're getting showered in beer, which isn't great. It's a bit annoying, right? You then need a shower. Play one of Alonso and Bomo, Jota and Bomo. That's right. I'm putting Bomo ahead of Alonso. Get over it. What do I think about Fornals? I think he's okay, but I'd really want to try and find the extra money for Bowen. I'm more of a whiskey shower guy. I can't. Spirits are not for me. I just you just drink whiskey. Like, it's just horrible. It's horrible. Treat yourself to a bath. Every now and again. You got to treat yourself to a bath. Yeah, I like it. I like that thought process. Oh, someone's drinking sake. Is that how you pronounce it? Sake? While watching. He's also got a WhatsApp message. Better check that. Wonder if he's going to take that into the shower afterwards. Start Jota or Bowen? I think it's got to be Bowen, hasn't it? I think if you've got like a good option, I think you don't take the risk that Jota comes on for a 1-pointer. If you've got a bad option, you probably just play Jota and hope. Benteke or King for Tony? King. Start Jota or Livramento? Jota. Or do Reguilon to Dalot for -4. I'd probably just play Jota. If he doesn't come on, Livramento comes on, you save yourself 4 points, job done. Your team is exactly like Focal's, just Saka versus Rafinha. Well, let's hope he does really well this week then, because I could really do with a green arrow. Obviously, it's impossible for him to get a green arrow, but it's possible for me, that's for sure. Daniel, thank you very much. You don't have to keep donating, though. I really appreciate it, but you don't have to keep donating. Thank you very much. Go and spend it on some beer for your shower instead. Go and spend it on some beer for your shower. Are weird drinking trends from the UK or the derivative of the UK, i.e. Commonwealth nations plus US? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like drinking in the shower? I mean, it's the first I've heard of it, to be honest. I mean, in the bath, I get it, right? You're having a nice relaxing bath. Maybe you got some music on. Maybe you're watching some YouTube. And then, obviously, because it's not going right into your face, like spraying into your face, you got the beer next to you. I get that. I get it in the bath. What's your favourite beer? I kind of like pale ales these days, to be honest. I try not to drink too much at the moment, unless I'm not going out or something. But at home, I'm not drinking that much. Pale ales. Do I drink wine? Nah, not unless it's free, basically. If you're at a wedding or something and it's free, like when I used to go to the EA Christmas parties, I would always drink wine because it was on the table and it was free. But not when I have to pay for it. I don't really like it that much. I'll drink white wine if I have to, but it's not something I would actively go out and drink. But if it's free, if it's on the table, that wine's getting drank, you know? Mount or Foden? I think it's got to be Mount right now. There are shower beer stands. Oh my god, I'm going to have to check it. I'm going to have to check it out. Beer in a hot tub. Yeah, that'd be good. You take breaks from the shower to sip your beer. You're not really getting this. No, okay, I kind of get it, but how long do you shower for? You could be in and out of a shower in like 5-ish minutes, right? Just have the beer afterwards. Get the towel on, get the beer. Do you really need a beer if you're having a shower? Come on. Apparently so many people do it. Nah, not a fan of Guinness. I don't mind it, but again, I won't actively go out of my way to order one. Where are you originally from the UK? Near Bristol. Would you see myself moving back? Maybe one day. Anyway, we've kind of got onto the off-topic stuff. We've still got 11. We've got a deadline. This is how calm I am. I've actually made a good transfer. My team's looking good. I'm feeling calm. I work for a brewery, and can I send you some of our IPA and pale ale? Yeah, absolutely. I'll take free beer. Send it to me. Send it to me. Send me an email. So I'm going to send you some beer. I'll be like, all right, send me some beer. Thanks very much. Beer shower stream? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I'm not jinxing it. I'm always like this, right? Even if I've had loads of red arrows, I will be. If my team looks good, I'll be confident. I think my team looks great this week. I really do. Genuinely, this is one of those weeks where every player has got a good fixture. Every player could return. This could be a big score. I mean, it could be rubbish as well, but this could be a 70 to 80 point week. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I expect. No Man City midfielder is the only issue. And don't get me wrong, like King and Bomo Saka, they could all blank, but fixtures are there. I like it. If Mbomo and King can both get one return tonight, even if it's just 1 goal, 1 assist between them, although I would feel better about King getting a return and Mbomo getting a return than I would about one of them getting 2 returns and the other one none, even though that makes no sense. But if I could get 2 returns from my 2 players tonight, then maybe we could get a green arrow. I don't want to fall outside the top 200k. I really just do not want that to happen. Had 4 non-starters and 2 doubts. I've taken a -4 and now have a full 11. Nice. No bench option. Is a -8 worth it for Son to Bernardo? If Son to Bernardo gets you a better player and then you can bench a worse player, then yeah, maybe it is. But I wouldn't take too many hits to just get a bench. Line the same team except Bernardo instead of Saka and De Gea in goal. Very nice. But I think I start Jota instead of Mbomo. Go for it. Yep, go for it if you want to. Let's talk shower beer. FPL is trending. I'm just going to take some pictures of my bagels in a second. I'm looking forward to it now. I'm getting hungry talking about the bagels. Any on CR7 captain, is that risky? I mean, it's only risky in fact of effective ownership. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got a good player who's had a rest with a good fixture, who can score goals. Like, it's not a risk to captain Ronaldo. It's not a risk. It's just like, do you think he's better than Salah? If you do, captain him. That's it. Should I modify my team based on my cup opponent? Is this sustainable? Probably not really. I never do that. If you really want to try and win the cup, do it. But what if you just randomly get beat by someone that's not even making transfers after you've spent like 4 transfers to get through 4 rounds? Like, I don't know. I just don't think it's that. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I don't think it's sustainable either, to be honest. It depends whether you care about your rank or not, I guess. If you don't, go for it. Why not try and go for a cup win? This is why I think it should be 2 separate games. I don't think we should use our same team, to be honest with you. Excuse me. I just need to do my tweet a second. Kane to Ronaldo on Tuesday night. What time is the deadline? 6:30. Yeah, Corey, I already talked about your team earlier. Looks good. Use my free transfer for K now and have Jota plus 2 times BTN players in team. I don't know what BTN is. BTN. Anyone know what BTN players are? Oh, Brighton, maybe? Only Gallagher on the bench. We're just taking -4 to strengthen. No, I think Gallagher's probably okay. We all know that Dennis is hauling with 0.05 XG. Yeah, possibly, yeah. Are you aware that the BBC Fantasy Football Podcast keep taking pot shots at you? Statpad Dave is copying you all the time. I've heard a few. Yeah, I've heard a few of them. Leonard, start Jota or Broja? Probably Broja. Rafinha start, bench Jota. What do you reckon? Just because Rafinha's got a pretty bad fixture, I'd maybe start Jota, but I don't think it's that bad of a call, really. Nick, I love you. You remind me of my brother / lover. Okay. Glad to hear it, Nick. Thank you. Youssef, Son, Jimenez, and Tony out for Bowen, Ronaldo, and King -4. Love it. Alejandro, should I start Rafinha over Jota, or do you think if Jota isn't starting, he won't come on? Yeah, so I can't guarantee that. He might be on the bench. But because Rafinha doesn't have a great fixture, I'd probably just start Jota. I don't know if I still don't know if to bench him. I think I'm going to bench him, but why couldn't Klopp just say he was fine? Why couldn't Klopp just say he was fine? He's not injured necessarily. He might be okay, but it's hard to know. Like, basically, he picked up a knock in the last game, and he hasn't trained since. He may have trained today, but we just don't know. And I don't think that Spy on Cop account has said anything else yet. Yeah, no news. Yeah, all we know is Liverpool trained late this afternoon, not had any word on whether Jota took part or not. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I've done my fan team. Don't worry, I've done it. Take Jota out from -4, only Livermento on the bench. No, I probably wouldn't do that. The annoying part about Jota is there's a big chance that he misses Newcastle away on Tuesday. Yeah, but he could also just start this weekend, right? And then I'm crying because he gets a hat-trick against Villa. Liverpool so deep they will play Origi. Yeah, I don't think Origi's a doubt, is he? I mean, I know he hasn't played much, and then he played midweek, but He's always scoring goals, that lad, when he actually gets played. Dudes, Jota to Bowen and Sanchez to De Gea would be for a -8, and the only way to get a playing keeper is no spare funds. If you got no bench, I'd possibly do that, yeah. Newcastle game is Thursday. Is it? I actually didn't know that. Oh, yeah, they're not playing until 8 o'clock on Thursday, so that is quite a time. They've got quite a bit of rest, so Jota could be back for them. So that makes me even less likely to for anyone to sell him, really. Have you got plans to get rid of Jota? Not necessarily, because we don't know if Firmino's just going to come straight back in and get loads of minutes. And soon there's African Cup of Nations, so Jota could get enough minutes between now and then. The funny thing is, Ronaldo is the one I'm actually worried about getting benched midweek, because they got to play Saturday evening and then Tuesday evening. It's a really quick turnaround. Scout do not have Jota starting. They have Origi starting. The Liverpool boss said that Jota would be an option if he trains on Friday, but with Divock Origi fit and firing and the fixtures coming thick and fast through December, the Belgian may get the nod this weekend to avoid any unnecessary risk. That's what Scout think. I kind of agree with it, to be honest. That's why I'm benching him. But again, it depends who you've got, right? Bench flags. Should I take a hit for Jota to mount? Nah, probably not. In terms of they're red flags, maybe, but I probably wouldn't do it in most cases. A man took a -8 this week. Kane to Ronaldo, Duffy to Dallo, Jota to Bernardo, and Gallagher to Bowen. Hope it pays off. Nice, good luck. Some moves in there you probably didn't need to do, but who knows? They could work out. 3 minutes of deadline. 3 minutes until I get some bagels and some water. My throat is just not good right now. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We push through. We push through these really difficult times. Keep hitting that like button, by the way, if you haven't already. And obviously, make sure you hit subscribe as well. We're well on our way to 255,000 subscribers now. It's amazing. If Jota comes on for 5 minutes, bags 14 point, I'll just hold my hands up. Fair play. I would probably do it all over again next time. Rafinha to buy him for a hit or play Jota, Rafinha, Liver. Yeah, I just played him, to be honest. So I don't think I would take him for a hit. What's your cheat meal? I don't really do that, to be honest. I just if the opportunity comes up to go out or something or get takeaway, and I just do whatever we're doing, right? And then get back to it the next day. At least that's the plan. Want to captain Bernardo Silva, but I know it's stupid because then Salah will get a hat trick. If you know Salah's going to get a hat trick, then there's only one player to get. I don't think Bernardo Silva is such a bad pick as I probably made him out to me a few weeks ago, but I definitely don't think he's the best captain this week. That's for sure. Will you have dinner on stream? No, I think is there anything worse than hearing people eat? Seems a bit annoying. We are definitely not locked yet. It's way too early for that. I mean, the FPL site might be down, but we're not locked. I should just double check. Is my team sorted? Salah captain, Ronaldo vice captain. I'm benching Jota like an absolute madman. I like that team. Do you have to pay to get your messages read out? No, I just read yours out there. Do. Big at the back has been a massive failure. That all depends when you got on it, to be honest. Lots of people have had lots of points. Trent hasn't really... He's blanked once in, the last 5 or something. Cancelo, okay, to be fair, Man City defence hasn't been great recently, but they are still pretty decent. And obviously Chelsea have not been great. So, yeah, if you got on, 2 or 3 weeks ago, like me, not been great. But before that, it was amazing. Has the deadline passed? Yes, we are locked in for Game Week 16. The next deadline is on Tuesday. Can't keep up. Next deadline's on Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'm going to have my 250k Q&A going live. My 250,000 subscriber Q&A going live. Sunday, knee jerk. Monday, transfer tips, team selection. Tuesday, game week preview, deadline stream. And then we're going to do it all again for game week 18 from Wednesday onwards. So there's loads of content to come. Thank you for joining me. What the hell is a free super chat? I don't think there is such a thing. Thank you very much. Good luck to you too, Mats. Thank you for watching. Do give it a like if you enjoyed it. Please do hit that subscribe button. Go and enjoy the rest of your Friday. Fingers crossed for an Mbomo and King hat-trick tonight. Don't think it's going to happen, but fingers crossed. And either way, I'll be back on Sunday to do another knee-jerk stream. And like I said, my 250,000 subscriber Q&A will be out tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I'm going to head off, get something to eat and drink. And I will catch you all again very soon. Goodbye.